Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi guys. This is a quick for you guys, the ones that want to come to the Philippines. This is for you. Okay, we just want to put out some information out there that we actually think is essential.
Yep.
Okay.
Today's topic
is enter at your own risk, the Philippines.
And the reason we're putting this out is there's a lot of misinformation going around. There's a lot of vloggers that are talking about other vloggers on different channels, on different platforms, and things going around about entering the Philippines. First off, you want to do your own due diligence.
Right. Remember, there's the government side and there's their side, okay? Remember, there is a distinction between the two. Always do your due diligence, as we always say, and I always say in my videos, you don't have to listen to us, but we won't tell you something that we personally won't do ourselves, or we haven't done ourselves.
Correct.
Right.
Before you come to the Philippines, first, some people are just coming on vacation. Some people are coming here, they've sold everything, they're quitting their jobs, they're doing everything based on information directly just from other YouTube channels, from information they read on Facebook. I've been on there the last couple of days in all the expat forums, and basically one question is put out there. You're either attacked by another person, you're put down for the information that you're requesting, or it's 5 different responses. And they want to know sometimes why we don't get involved in answering some of those questions. We answer them when we can, but we just don't, because if we say something, then we're putting out the wrong information. So there are 3 aspects that we feel that you guys should make sure of, that should pretty much set you straight for coming here. So the first one is
hire an attorney.
What?
Yeah, no, an immigration attorney, to be more precise.
Yeah. And hiring an attorney, we're talking here in the Philippines, hire it in your country, have them do all the paperwork. If you guys are selling everything or spending an expense to come here or can afford to even visit, make sure you have everything right, because some of these guys aren't moving here on a permanent basis. They're just coming here on vacation. And there's all kinds of misinformation being put out, whether they're going to extend the 30-day visas, whether you can get one at the airport, you can get an extension right away, and all this stuff. We're not even sure anymore. There's been so many law changes in the last 6 months alone. We would rather say contact an attorney.
It does change day by day, guys, literally, not joking. We went through this.
Yes.
We personally went through this.
Things do change, and I'm really surprised that people are getting beyond the airlines in their country, because in Mexico and Los Angeles, everywhere we actually got a hard time from the airlines itself. So I'm surprised they're not taking care of this. But we have heard recently that there are a bunch of people that have recently entered the country and have been rejected at the airport over wrong type of vaccination, wrong type of card. They've been told that's okay by other Facebook and YouTube, other platform attorneys, and people that think they're knowing it all. And they're being rejected based on this insurance that's required and who's required. All of that. We're not an attorney. We've always said check into all your own information. We're just trying to give some advice. Best thing, get an attorney. Yeah,
it depends on your, the insurance depends on your coverage too. You may have the right insurance company, but it may be the wrong coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So be sure to talk to your airline. That's our number 2 tip on that. Talk to your airline. They'll give the best information, up to date what's going on with the Philippines, and best not to be cheap on the situation. Don't take multiple carriers to save $200, or if it's going to be another 4 or 5 hours in an airport or something, try to go with someone like Philippine Airlines, Qatar Air, someone that you could take like we did, Singapore Airline, all the way through versus 3 different airlines, because if you miss one of the connecting flight,
you're pretty much done for, because you do have that test, that's timestamp. They checked our timestamp on our test, literally. And again, we went through the same thing, guys. We contacted Philippine embassies, not embassies, and we got different information from each.
Yep, so we did, and so I wouldn't even, if you get a hold of the right person, they might be able to give you the right information. But check with the airline, stick with the same airline all the way through at this point. Or as we said, wait to come to the Philippines, guys. It's a mess. Half the stuff isn't open. You're being sprayed down everywhere you go. A lot of things are closed. Activities are still out there, but the Philippines had limited activities as of a year or 2 ago. So now they're really actually limited. So for multiple reasons, we do advise to actually wait.
Yeah, you waited this long. You can wait a couple more months, guys. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
And thirdly,
okay, talk to the Bureau of Immigrations here in the Philippines. Again, we talk to different embassies. Bureau of Immigration is different from embassies, guys. We talk to different embassies. Again, factual statement, and they all give us different stories. Okay, so talk to the immigration here. All right, and another thing, again, personally, we went through hoops to go through, basically get here. And quite honestly, we didn't have a problem in the Philippines. That's where we didn't have a problem at.
Right. And George is a Filipino citizen, so he had a hard time getting in here himself.
Yes.
So he had spent a few years in the United States, and he came back here for retirement and brought me. And and they even give their own citizens a hard time. So now with all the changing laws and all that, it's really best to check with all three.
It's sometimes, okay, I'm going to tell you, again, we're just keeping it real. There's a lot of things I really want to, oh my gosh, I really want to tell you what I know, but I really can't say it for tons of reasons. And again, this is to you Filipinos who don't believe I am Filipino. But anyway, there's things that I would say.
I think that it's just not Filipinos that don't believe. We keep getting things that George was born in California and he must be from the West Coast, right, and he's American, but no, he is Filipino.
Right.
You know, we don't have to prove that by a birth certificate or
and the fact that I have to keep saying I wish I could tell you this, but I can't. Tells you I know how things work here, guys. So when I suggest something. I'm speaking from experience, okay? Mm-hmm. So I mean,
unlike other vloggers that keep their spouse under control,
right,
where they don't talk about what's going on.
And they'll attack me for saying, "Oh, you're wrong. This is according to statute." Blah blah blah. Okay, I understand rules. I understand laws. I understand everything. But guess what? I'm Filipino. I understand real life.
Right, and which we weren't going to talk about this, but we'll go on. Enter at your own risk. When you get here, behave yourselves. Don't go yelling at other Filipinos or immigration or acting like a Karen or a Ken. Don't be rude. Don't break any laws. Don't steal nothing. Don't buy no drugs. Don't ask for anything like that. Don't be publicly intoxicated and things happen. Or talk politics. My God, don't talk politics to anybody or talk bad about the president.
Right. And don't be a rules lawyer. Don't say, well, according to, you know what, this. Yes, you can do that to a certain extent, but if you have to do that, be really nice about it.
Right. So you guys want to behave when you actually get here. So we wanted to put those things out that, you know, hire your own attorney for sure before you come here if possible. We've got that in our comments. We always state that. It's in our disclaimer. You guys need to stick with the same airline, talk to the airlines, and thirdly, talk to the Bureau of Immigration.
Right.
And don't listen to those Facebook attorneys,
right,
all those vloggers that are arguing with each other, discussing who does more than what, and I do more than this, and here's my 1-800 line, and this and that, and let me get back to you, and you keep hearing all this stuff. You know, guys.
And if you do, and if somebody does stop you, like they stopped us, they did, guys. They did stop us trying to enter the country. Be nice. What I mean is, don't play the rules lawyer. Oh well, according to this. No, be like, oh please, no, maybe we're mistaken. Could you please double check? Please, suck up your pride.
You do, and you have to say.
Yeah, don't like bash basically the rule book on their head. You know what I mean? Don't like this. No, you plead to them. Be nice to them. And again, this didn't happen in the Philippines to us. It happened for Singapore Air, right?
Right. And lastly, before we close this out, guys, something I'm hearing also besides the insurance and not having the right vaccination, your outbound ticket, your outward ticket. It cannot be dated for 6 months. You will be rejected based on this. Check with the immigration again. But the last I read and heard from people in the airport, do not buy an 8-month ticket outward and expect them to accept that. The rules definitely state direct from the government, and I'm sure of this, you have to have a 30-day outward ticket. Not a 90, not 3 years, not 3 months because you think you're going to extend all 3 months. That's the one advice we can also give that we're sure of.
That is a sure
Whatever the government says through the Bureau of Immigration, go to Philippine.gov, and make sure it's all of that, and you read that from their website. I would follow what they say on the government website, not the embassy websites, the ph.gov websites. And you have to have that 30-day outward ticket or you will be rejected.
Correct.
So
again, you don't have to listen to us, but we're
keeping it real.
Keeping it real, speaking from experience.
Keeping it real, guys.
Again, we're not affiliated to anybody. We're not making any money on our links down there. Nothing.
No links.
Guys.
We don't. We're not. We're not. So,
yeah.
But we're just trying to keep it real. And we thank all you guys for subscribing and joining us. This was a quick vlog for us.
For those of you, yeah.
For all of you guys. So, as we always say, keep your heads up and your hearts open. And we'll see you guys soon on the Philippines. And be sure to check your stuff out before you come.
Yep.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
You said bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
We didn't say thumbs up or thumbs down.
Well,
I can give you a thumbs up.
You gonna give me a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not again.
Oh, man. Please don't hurt